It's Cyberattack Sunday. Welcome back to the latest in cyber. Don't forget that you can find every single article from this video in my Substack, and yes, the link is in my bio. Today's summary covers January 19th to January 25th, 2025. Get ready, kids, a lot happened this week. Russian nation-state actor Star Blizzard has been running a new spear phishing campaign to compromise WhatsApp accounts of targets in government, diplomacy, defense policy, international relations, and Ukraine aid organizations. Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, HPE, is investigating claims of a new breach after Intel Broker, a cyberattack group, said they stole documents from the company's developer environments. They told Bleeping Computer they haven't yet found any evidence of a security breach. Separate spin-offs of the infamous Mirai botnet are responsible for a fresh wave of distributed denial of service, DDoS, attacks globally. One is exploiting specific vulnerabilities in Internet of Things, IoT devices, to establish expansive botnet networks, while the other has been targeting organizations in North America, Europe, and Asia, with DDoS attacks since the end of 2024. The threat actor known as Do Not Team has been linked to a new Android malware as part of highly targeted cyber attacks by leveraging two nearly identical Android applications, called Tanzim and Tanzim Update, to conduct intelligence gathering operations targeting individuals and groups in India, who appear to be of national security interest to the country. Ransomware gangs are increasingly adopting email bombing, followed by posing as tech support in Microsoft Teams calls to trick employees into allowing remote control and install malware that provides access to the company network. Bitbucket is investigating a massive outage affecting Atlassian Bitbucket cloud customers worldwide, with the company saying its cloud services are hard down. Hackers are once again abusing Google Ads to spread malware, using a fake homebrew website to infect Macs and Linux devices with an info stealer that steals credentials, browser data, and cryptocurrency wallets. Shout out to Ryan Chenke for sharing an alert on X. The new Trump administration has terminated all memberships of advisory committees that report to the Department of Homeland Security, DHS. This is a massive gift to the Chinese spies who targeted top political figures, U.S. Senator Ron Wyden said in a post on Blue Sky. Killing the board that pressured Microsoft to up its cybersecurity looks for all the world like payback for Microsoft's $1 million gift to Donald Trump's inaugural committee. Sophos XOps Managed Detection and Response, MDR, is warning of ransomware attacks using email bombing as well as imitating tech support, otherwise known as vishing, through Microsoft Office 365. Sophos noted more than 15 attacks have been reported during the past 3 months. Cloudflare mitigated a 80-second assault, which is now the largest distributed denial of service, DDoS, attack to date. It peaked at 5.6 terabits per second and came from a Mirai-based botnet with 13,000 compromised devices. On the first day of Puntuone Automotive 2025, security researchers exploited 16 unique zero days and collected $382,150 in cash awards. South Korean VPN provider iPanny was breached in a supply chain attack by the Plush Demon, China-aligned hacking group, who compromised the company's VPN installer to deploy the custom Slow Stepper malware. American business services giant and government contractor Conduent confirmed today that a recent outage resulted from what it described as a cybersecurity incident. Last week, the outage affected customers' operations across multiple U.S. states, impacting organizations such as the Wisconsin Department of Children and Families, Oklahoma Human Services, and others. This caused widespread issues for those relying on the affected organizations to make payments via electronic transfer or EBT cards. The hacker who breached education tech giant PowerSchool claimed in an extortion demand that they stole the personal data of 62.4 million students and 9.5 million teachers. A newly discovered Chinese threat group has targeted a South Korean VPN developer with a supply chain attack aimed at deploying a custom backdoor to collect data for cyber espionage purposes. Threat actors on X are exploiting the news around Ross Ulbricht to direct unsuspecting users to a Telegram channel that tricks them into run PowerShell code that infects them with malware. Shout out to VX Underground for spotting it. A series of cyber attacks have targeted Chinese-speaking regions like Hong Kong, Taiwan, and mainland China with a known malware called ValleyRat. The attacks leverage a multi-stage loader dubbed PNG plug to deliver the ValleyRat payload, Intezzer said in a technical report published last week. An analysis of Hellcat and Morpheus ransomware operations has revealed that affiliates associated with the respective cybercrime entities are using identical code for their ransomware payloads. Security researchers hacked Tesla's wall connector electric vehicle charger twice on the second day of the Puntuone Automotive 2025 hacking contest. A malicious campaign has been specifically targeting Juniper Edge devices, many acting as VPN gateways, with malware dubbed JMagic that starts a reverse shell only if it detects a magic packet in the network traffic. SonicWall is warning about a pre-authentication deserialization vulnerability in SonicWall SMA 1000 Appliance Management Console, AMC, and Central Management Console, CMC, with reports that it has been exploited as a zero-day in attacks. CISA and the FBI warned today that attackers are still exploiting Ivanti Cloud Service Appliances, CSA, security flaws patched since September to breach vulnerable networks. Hackers are distributing close to 1,000 web pages mimicking Reddit and the WeTransfer file sharing service that lead to downloading the Llama Stealer malware. The FBI alerted public and private sector organizations in the United States and worldwide that North Korea's IT army will facilitate cybercriminal activities and demand ransoms not to leak online exfiltrated sensitive data stolen from their employers' networks. On the flip side, the U.S. Department of Justice on Thursday announced charges against 5 individuals for their involvement in a North Korean IT worker scheme to funnel hundreds of thousands of dollars to the Pyongyang regime. Dozens of organizations have been infected with router malware that uses a packet-sniffing technique to minimize its footprint. Such routers typically lack endpoint detection and response protection, are in front of a firewall, and don't run monitoring software like Sysmin, making the attacks harder to detect. The Powin2Own Automotive 2025 hacking contest has ended with security researchers collecting 886,250 after exploiting 49 zero days. Cisco has released a patch for a critical vulnerability found in its Cisco meeting management feature that could allow a remote, authenticated attacker to elevate themselves to administrator privileges on an affected device. A threat actor targeted low-skilled hackers, known as script kiddies, with a fake malware builder that secretly infected them with a backdoor to steal data and take over computers. The U.S. cybersecurity agency CISA on Thursday added an old jQuery flaw tracked as CVE 2020-11023 to its known exploited vulnerabilities KEV catalog. A North Korean threat group has been using a technique called RID hijacking that tricks Windows into treating a low-privileged account as one with administrator permissions. Security researchers have discovered an arbitrary account takeover flaw in Subaru's Starlink service that could let attackers track, control, and hijack vehicles in the United States, Canada, and Japan using just a license plate. New York State has announced a $2,000 settlement with PayPal over charges it failed to comply with the state's cybersecurity regulations, leading to a 2022 data breach. UK telecommunications company TalkTalk is investigating a third-party supplier data breach after a threat actor began selling alleged customer data on a hacking forum. Ransomware actors targeting ESXi bare metal hypervisors are leveraging SSH tunneling to persist on the system while remaining undetected. United Health has revealed that 190 million Americans had their personal and healthcare data stolen in the Change Healthcare ransomware attack, nearly doubling the previously disclosed figure. Oh, and special shout out to this last story, as seemingly a child has made this discovery. A security researcher discovered a flaw in Cloudflare's content delivery network, CDN, which could expose a person's general location by simply sending them an image on platforms like Signal and Discord. Told you it would be a long one. Did I miss anything? Did you guys know about all of these attacks? As always, please don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe to help me spread education through awareness. Stay safe out there.